Alright, today we're going to replace these bar tips. They're both worn out, they're really loose and they're getting hot and smoking. The bearings are cooked in it. So what I've already done is I've got my centre punch and I've put a divot into the blank rivet, blind rivet, whatever you want to call it. I've got two drill bits. I've got one, a smaller size drill bit to drill it out, and then I've got a large one, just enough to cover it. Now, I was thinking before I done this, I reckon you could get a grinder, just grind this out, because you're not going to be reusing that anyway. That's what I was thinking, you could probably grind it. Yeah, if you don't, yeah, I've got a little bit off, haven't gone in the centre. It is a lot harder to actually drill it straight than what you think. That may be why when I got these other tips, these come off new bars, brought them, and they've got a bit conky wonkers. Well, I think we can see why, because they're not as easy to drill out as what you think. Get some oil. We'll just grab a punch, see what happens. Definitely coming out. Let's have a look. Should pop out. See what it won't. See? We did get it out. Now I wasn't expecting it to just pull out like that. This is what's wrong with the tip. The sprocket's expanded out. And that's what's damaged it. So what we'll do is we'll clean it up. These bars are both good. They're one of them has a little chip in here. Don't know what happened there. But what I might do is, because we've got that one off easy, we'll go and drill this one out. This one's got an X on it too. What I'm actually doing is trying to work out why they was drilling it from this side. That's all I'm trying to do. So what we'll do is I'll get my centre punch, and this one here's stuffed too, this tip. The tip is absolutely rooted. I'll show you both tips in a minute up close. I'll get both and put them together. What we'll do is get a centre punch, which that's what I've got here. Got this centre punch, and what I'll do is I'll put it exactly over the hole, just like that. Then we'll just get the hammer, and we get a centre in it. And what I'll do is I'll just hit it again. Just like that. And what this allows is it stops the drill bit from falling off. So let's drill it out. You can see how you can run off though. And because we're not going to use this, it won't matter. Like, it's not going to matter if we run off. We don't want to go making a mess of the whole inside it though. And this is not the, this is no one else's way, this is just my way of how I'm getting them out. I mean, obviously if you had a drill press, you clamp this in there, you get it dead straight, and just drill it out. But you could always grind that too, but you got to be careful, you want to go grinding the actual insert piece. And yeah, it actually come apart easy when I thought. I didn't even think they'd just pull out. I thought they'd actually hit it with a hammer. The reason why I'm angling the drill is because I'm making sure I catch the rivet, like forcing it on the other side of it. So if you see me while I've got the drill angled, I'm just making sure I drill out the rivet properly. Like, you know what I mean? What we'll do is we'll just put it on there. And I reckon we can knock that out now. Just with the, I don't think the drill bit was the best either. Yeah, it's hitting it, allowing it to move. have a look at it. I don't know why it wants to do that for, but bash it back in, and what I'll do is I'll just grab the drill and we'll just keep drilling. Don't understand what. What I might do is I'll put my wood this way. Don't know why. Why would it bend like that? The bar must be shit quality bar. But what we'll do is, before I go taking that any further, I think we might use the chisel to build it back in. What I'll do is, I think I'll get my centre punch. I think we'll drill that. Why is it doing that? That's what makes no sense. Like, if you don't want to go, I think it might be wise if you give them a couple of hits and they don't come out. Is it you drill both sides? That's not the rivet. It is thin as shit there. I don't think. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, no, it isn't bent. This it was just the tip. Oh yeah, now if you're wondering, that's the brand of the bar. This one's a longer, and this one's a Colton. Now, the difference in them is the Colton's a lot harder of the two. I think I'll give them a good wipe in a minute. But where's that rivet? There's that rivet. Got drilled out. I think it might be wise that when you're going to extract these, like, look at this shit. Like, this shit shouldn't bend like that. This is the one we took out. Look at it. This longer tip is, if you see that, look how thin it is. I mean, it's hard to tell. They look like they're both similar thickness. but the tips in them. They're expanded in both, and the same as in this one. And they're really worn down in the drive sprocket of them. They've got needle bearings inside. They're both worn down. This Colton bar, that has cut a lot of wood over the years. This one's probably only been on the chainsaw for probably what, 3 years, and it's stuffed already. This one's been on the chainsaw for 10 years or more, I reckon. Easy. This one, before it shit itself. You can see here how the heat's got to it. Don't know if you can pick that up. It's discoloured. The discoloration here, that's the heat, how it's cooked it. That's what happens is the tip was getting real hot and the bar oil's spinning around in it. And what happens is it cooks them. I have been doing some tip cutting with it. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to tell you the truth. I have been doing some tip cutting, but I mean, you got to do some tip cutting when you're cutting trees. But once you cut the tree down, you got to cut the limbwood up and shit. And I mean, I have been using the tip of it to cut it, and it has been putting a lot of pressure on. And that's probably why this other one shit itself. But they're both garbage, and that's what the new one looks like. You can see the drive. See the drive one. It's probably hard to see it on camera, but they're worn right. Like, see how much only sticking out. Don't know if it's easy enough to see, but you can see them, they're really worn right down on this one. The Colton one is very worn down in there. This one has done a lot of work. The Colton one, but that's between the old and the new. So let's put these to the side because they're rubbish. Let's clean them up. Now, I've never done this before. I've never put new tips on a bar, so this is my first time. Just be careful, like I said to you, how you could use an angle grinder. Just be careful when you go to use it. If you do use an angle grinder, you probably want to put some masking tape around here, or get a very small grinder and just cut into it. But the drilling's the best, though, I reckon. The safest way to me is to get the drill and drill them out, just so you don't go making a huge mess, because it could be getting messy in there. So just run around in here just to get any of this extra crap out. And I'll just turn it around and do the same on the other side. Because we want to make sure they're on a flat, flush surface. Alright, now we've got the bars. Now, they're both reading exactly the same way. So, if that's the case, we'll put the 404 ones. Put that one on there, and we'll put this one. Make sure it's the same way. The X up. Look at that. It fits on the longy one good, but this one here, because it's a little bit worn, the bar between the two, it is a little bit. What I'll do is I'll just take it off and turn it around for a minute, just see what it's like going that way. just take it off that one. No, it doesn't really matter which one they go on. It fits nice on this one because this bar's not worn right in. It's got a little bit of a lip on this one though, but I reckon I'll be able to I'll knock that down with the file because this one's a little bit worn. Just a little bit. It's where the chain's been bouncing on it. But we'll make sure the right one's facing towards me and both of them 404s are facing this way. So what we need to do is to get our rivet. Whoops. All you got to do is put your rivet in this side, just like that. Now I'm going to have to get a piece of metal or something behind this because when I go to hit it, like to spread it, because that's what you do, hit it with the hammer. If I use the wood, it's not going to sit in there properly. So I'm going to need to get a piece of metal and then give it a bit of a bash with a ballpoint hammer. So I'll just grab that. Alright, I've got a ballpoint hammer. We'll just give it a and that's it. And what I'll do is I'll just smooth that out. The tip of it, I'll just keep working it because I've got to work it a lot more yet. But I'll just keep hitting it with the hammer, flatten it out like a pancake, like this. And just keep going, and yeah, just work that around. I've got to get it so it's nice and tight fit. I'm getting it there now. But yeah, that's how you replace them. I'm just going to work that. I'll probably get a bigger punch in a minute, and I'll punch it so it flares it out. I've got some real big punches in the shed where I can hit it, just to spread it out. I'll just keep doing that though. And yeah, that's how you replace your bar tips. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and have a great day. Alright, this is the finished product of both of the bars. I belted the shit out of them. That's that one. And what I've been doing is I just filed it across the top where it meets, just to knock any of the high spot off, so when the chain runs on it, it'll wear even. I did it on both bars, and that's it. That's the finish. It's time to put them back on the power heads with the chains, and yeah, ready for wood cutting for next year.